Episode 21 of Are You With Me Right Now?
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Sorry, we suck at publishing and editing.
No, we're just late because we're pregnant. Surprise!
Hey, guess what?
What?
We just got a letter. We didn't just get a letter, but
We just got a letter like 3 weeks ago.
do we want to read the letter? I haven't read it yet.
Yeah. Do you have it up?
I do now.
Do you want to serenade us with this letter? I'm glad you're looking at it.
Oh. This is this is an ad.
Is it really? It made me laugh.
Yeah. This is from Kevin in Los Angeles.
Hi, Kevin.
I'm a straight male escort, and he has a company.
And I think the company name has the word friend in it, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't want to go that far because this is an ad. I'm not reading their whole ad.
Oh, okay. It made me laugh. Well, I don't know what milestone that counts for, but someone asked to be a guest on our podcast. He only asked that after listening to the second episode, though, so I think we've declined a lot since then. He didn't get to hear the real stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, we peaked at episode 2. I'm just kidding. I love you.
I found this website.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you looking for a male escort?
It seems like I am.
Wow. Is it like a real website?
No, it's a WordPress.
Oh.
Oh, you can give him donations for an hour.
Oh, so it's a Patreon.
No,
Oh.
for an hour you donate $150 to him, and he'll come hang out with you for an hour.
Oh my. I wish I could charge people to hang out with me.
I mean, you could.
You're right, but no one would do it.
Yeah, this is strange. Yeah, it seems to be kind of an ad though. Whatever. Funny though, it's funny.
It was the last thing I expected to see when logging into our Gmail.
Yeah, same. Okay, so first order of business.
Mm-hmm.
There's a Steam summer sale going on right now. And
Okay.
I have purchased 2 games, and one of them was Overcooked, and the other one is Cook Served Delicious.
Yes.
And I bought these on... I had searched on Reddit for just good, what they call couch co-op games, which back in the day, we just called that 2-player. This is before your time. This is before you were born.
Oh, okay. Back in the mystical time of...
The 90s.
Yep.
Overcooked came up a lot. Like a lot. And I see why. I don't know how I came across Cook Served Delicious. I'm not sure. It may have come up in a similar post, but Overcooked has come up a ton.
Mm-hmm.
I opted to go ahead and get Overcooked and Cook Served Delicious because they were both I got them both for $8 and some change. They both have sequels, but from what I read, we may find some enjoyment in playing through the first game until we get sick of it, and then get the second game, and then we've got, extra fun there. Or not. Some people said the second game wasn't even worth it in the case of Cook Served Delicious. But it still has positive reviews. There's like a waiting station now. So anyway, as far as Cook Served Delicious goes, we were joking that it's like a restaurant simulator, like Yell at Your Spouse simulator.
We get to hate each other without the fun of making a profit.
Yeah.
What a great experience.
And it is. I mean, it's fun. It's a lot of fun.
It is very fun. I like it a lot.
Yeah. Which we play a lot of video games together. Well, I mean, yeah, we play as much as we can, I suppose.
Yeah.
And it's almost always in the same room together.
Mostly so. We haven't played Portal in a while, or Portal 2.
Yeah, have we played that over the internet yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's been quite a while since I've played it, though.
Yeah. Yeah, and I haven't played it either. I mean, I only play it with you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's a lot of fun. We laughed our asses off the other night playing that.
It was really fun.
Yeah, so I can't wait to do that again.
I do like couch co-op with you because we played Mario Kart on our 3DSs. I don't know, like last month, and that was really fun because that's a game that I love. Only on DS.
Yeah.
No other console. I can't play it on any other console.
Yeah, Mario Kart DS, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've got 7 for the 3DS. But I haven't really played it a whole lot.
Wait, 7?
Yeah, Mario Kart 7.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 7 was 3DS. I think 8 was for the Wii U, something like that.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, that's been fun. And, I'm kind of like, and so Cook Serve Delicious, it's a little janky, but it's possible to get it working where I'm on keyboard and you're on my controller. So
yes,
that's cool. I look forward to playing some more of that with you. Just because it's not so far it's not a super difficult game. I think it gets harder the more you play it. But it's kind of like keep talking and nobody explodes. And that's a fun game. It's a puzzle game. It's an asymmetric puzzler for multiple players. It doesn't have to just be 2. It helps to have multiple physical copies of what they call the bomb manual.
Mm-hmm.
Because the bomb manual tells you how to play the game, basically. The diffuser is the only one who's supposed to be looking at the screen, and everybody else is just looking in their manuals.
Okay.
Whoever's playing the game calls out oh, I've got wires, and then whoever's on wires, you can be like, player 1, you're on wires. Player 2, I've got a password coming up or something like that. And then you so if you've got multiple people, you kind of prep everybody, and then you actually go to, okay, player 1, wires, I've got 4 wires, I've got red, blue, green, red. And then that player actually goes through the manual, just that page. Each puzzle is mostly limited to a single page. In the case of one of the password puzzles, or Morse code. In the Morse code puzzle, there's a page that kind of gives you the directions, kind of. But then I think there might be a whole other page with the chart of Morse code on there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, some of them can be really difficult. But it's fun because it's intense. It's timed.
Oh, God. It does sound like Cook Serve Delicious, though, because you've got a caller, or an expediter is what they call it in that game.
Yep. Kind of, yeah.
Like someone, just a little bit. That's what sounds similar to me.
I agree.
And I think Cook Serve Delicious is going to get really hard.
Yeah, it seems to be there's a lot of mechanics we haven't run into yet. So I think so.
Especially with how long dishes take. Or taking out the trash, because you don't know that going in, so you just have to figure it out after you do it, and then you miss 4 orders.
Yeah, it does throw mechanics at you, which isn't a bad thing. It's not a bad thing.
No, but it takes getting used to. So that's why I think that's part of the, I guess, the appeal for one, but what's going to make it difficult is adapting to all the things they pile on one at a time. Yes.
Yeah, we can keep this one kind of short. What else has been going on? We've been kind of distant today. You told me earlier
I don't know why.
I don't know. You told me earlier I was being quiet, but it was right after you told me you were in class. I wasn't bugging you while you were in class.
Quiet man.
It wasn't intentional. I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah, we didn't really talk at all today.
Yeah, and I mean, I was pretty busy this morning. I was putting together my schedule for the month.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, I did get some good work done. That was nice, but I wasn't super busy really. But I didn't hear from you much either, so it's your fault.
What? Nuh-uh.
I'm only joking.
I was doing a lot of schoolwork this morning. Tomorrow, I don't have to do anything until like noon. I don't know. We were quiet today, but I don't know. I feel like I was waiting for you to say something, I guess, because you were the one who got to like sleep in and stuff. So I was letting you take your day,
Yeah.
like whatever pace you were going to take it. Because I had to be at work super early,
Yeah.
which was
It
dumb.
wasn't really intentional.
Nah, I know. Sorry, I probably woke you up today. I've been doing really well with like one alarm. I didn't hear mine this morning, so it went off a couple times.
Oh, no. Let's see. You woke me up. Like, all I remember is you woke me up to show me what you were wearing.
Wait, really?
I think so, yeah. I probably did wake up before and during that, but I was kind of out of it, so.
It only rang for like a minute. I was not awake yet. Like I didn't even hear it. I woke you up at one point by putting my boobs on your face.
Yes, okay.
And I woke you up getting my DS off my windowsill and getting my phone charger.
Okay. Yeah, I don't remember any of that.
I think you woke up a little bit earlier too. Yeah, I shoved my boobs in your face and you said good morning.
But yeah, no, thank you for. You've done much better with waking up and not like keeping me awake. I mean, of course you're going to wake me up because you're waking up, and that's to be expected.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, but to have your alarm go off for an hour straight is a little much. So thank you.
Nuh-uh.
And I'm glad I was able to ask. It makes me feel better.
Good.
Is that about all?
I mean, I don't know. Do you have anything like pressing to talk about?
Pressing? I don't think so.
One of the things to talk about could be a parenting thing, which is the current baby, like not debate.
Yes.
But there's something going on.
All right. Thank you for bringing that up. I don't know how that
You're
slipped my
welcome.
mind. Because, yeah, this is something good to talk about. So, my daughter is growing quite fond of you. She's rather attached. She doesn't understand why you can't spend the night over here. I mean, and on top of that, every time I see her, she asks if you're home.
Oh, no. Does she really?
Yes. Like, as soon as I got to my dad's house today, I had my dad pick her up because I had something to do right after work. So I was about 30 minutes late. When I got over to my dad's house, they were already swimming in the pool and stuff. And I got there and she was like, is she at home? And I was like, no, she's in her home. She's doing schoolwork, I think. She said, oh, okay.
Ah, that's so sad. Oh my God.
Yeah, so she's really really attached to you. And I'm great with that. I think that's wonderful. But so I sent a message to my ex-wife today, and she kind of ignored it at first. She definitely ignored it at first.
I mean,
I just said so that my daughter's asking for my girlfriend to stay the night. She's upset, doesn't understand why she can't stay with us, and she gets upset when she wakes up and my girlfriend's gone, even though we explained to her that my girlfriend isn't staying overnight. Is this something we can talk about soon? And she just continued. It was on what I thought was the tail end of a conversation about our schedule this week, mostly about the holiday. And like 30 minutes later, I was like, did you miss my text? And she said, no, we can discuss it at some, but I'm not sure I'm going to change my mind soon. Y'all haven't been together long enough for me to really think it's permanent, and you haven't discussed it taking steps towards being permanent with me.
what?
I don't know. I think she's just hesitant to the idea in general. And I think this is more of kind of what your therapist talks about with just her being a protective mother.
Yes.
I explained that, you're in school for another year, that our situation's not likely to change until you graduate. And that was kind of a long text, but I really went into it as to, how good you are with her and how she really looks up to you. And yeah, I said, and with my daughter asking if my girlfriend can stay, and I feel like she feels abandoned when my girlfriend has to leave for no real reason that she'd understand. And I said, I'd like to start moving in that direction sometime. And yeah, so my ex says that almost makes me worry more that she's getting so attached if she doesn't last. I'm like, at some level, yeah, I understand. Yeah, if it doesn't last, but that's not something to hinge a. How do you really quantify that? I mean, well, you don't. If you're an ex, you can just say that and have it be, what it is. But it's
Wait, what?
trying to quantify, like, if you don't last.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of silly because it doesn't make sense.
Okay, so summary, things have changed since I last bitched about your ex-wife. I've calmed the fuck down in that, you know what, like, I am not this kid's mom. It is not my place to be questioning the reasonable measures her mom wants to take to protect her. 6 months is not a long time. I mean, go us. Fuck yeah. I'm really excited that it's been 6 months. But it's going to be easier for all of us, especially the kid that I love, if I actually respect her mom. So for my half of this, I have made a lot of peace with the fact that I'm not going to stay over until we live together, which is next year. So that's whatever. I don't know how any of this works.
And same, honestly.
I have no idea. Yeah. I have no idea what role your ex. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what role she plays in this and what role I play in this. I don't know what length you have to legitimize our relationship to her. But I mean, when it concerns your kid, I guess so. I don't know what practically she wants you to do.
Right. That seems confusing, I guess.
Yeah, what does she want you to do? That's the question let's go with instead of a negative. What does she want you to do to prove to her was that her word? That this is legitimate.
Basically, she didn't say that, but that's almost what it means.
I mean, it is what it means. But what does she want you to do? What would taking it to her as a serious relationship mean? Because you know what? I'm really not a fan of her being in my relationship business, but this is how it goes, apparently.
Yeah.
And I love the fuck out of your kid, and I want to have a loving relationship with her, you know? So if this is going to be a thing, then it's going to be a thing. It makes me really sad that she asked if I'm there and I can't be there. And you can't tell a 3-year-old why you can't stay over. I mean, it's complicated as an adult.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that this morning.
Yeah, it's difficult.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's kind of where that is right now. I agree. It's frustrating. She says it's nothing against you. She just wants what's best for our daughter. Which, sure. I mean, those are words.
I mean, honestly, for my side of this, I don't even care if it is about me. This general thing is not about me at all. It's about the kid.
Yeah.
So even if she's trying to be vindictive towards me, which I don't even care to think she's doing anymore, it doesn't concern me. It's whatever. It just matters that your kid knows that we all love her. Because it breaks my heart to leave her every night. She had me tuck her in and pat her back until she fell asleep, and good lord, that kid takes forever to go to sleep.
Let me interject there because it's pertinent to that.
Yeah.
Normally when I put her to sleep, I'll pat her back for a little while, but especially if she goes to bed late, which she tends to a lot now, I'm not sitting in there with her. I'll go in there with her for a while. I'll pat her back for 10 minutes at the most, and then I'll just tell her, I was like, okay, I'll leave your door open, but I'm going into the room. I need to work, or I need to, I'll come back and check on you.
I didn't do that because, one, I didn't know that's what you did, and two, that's my babysitting experience is I stay in the room till the little girl I used to sit was asleep.
Oh yeah. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But that's what I do just because it gets old. I mean, I don't mean it like that, but
All of my arms started to fall asleep.
yeah. But yeah, eventually you can just be like, okay, I'm going to go in here now. And she'll be like, okay, and just leave the door open. You say, okay. Yeah,
No.
just for a future reference. But I mean, it's okay.
And I really didn't mind because, I mean, I knew she was I knew she was upset about me leaving. So I'm like, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Because all day she was saying, are you going home? Are you going to be here? Like when she took her nap, she's like, are you leaving? I'm like, oh my God. No, I'm not.
Yeah.
But I guess to close that out, just, you know what? You have your conversation with her. You let me know how it goes.
All right. If that's what's fair, I mean.
Or what do you mean what's fair?
What do you mean?
I don't know. I think I just didn't know what you meant. But like that's the level of involvement I feel is right for me to have, I guess, is y'all need to make your decisions as her parents. And if she's holding feelings towards me, then it's what she's gonna do, I guess.
Right.
Yeah. I just don't want your munchkin to think I'm like leaving because I don't love her.
Right. So I'm moving towards that because it seems it seems right for at this point I don't understand how it changes anything for you to stay over. If my daughter expects you to be here a lot, if she wants to spend more time with you, I don't understand how it changes your relationship with her
Hmm.
other than you get to spend more time with her,
Yeah, because I would actually stay there pretty much all weekend with y'all.
And I don't understand what difference that makes to my ex-wife. I think it's just her at this point asserting some dominance
Yes.
or whatever you want to call it.
Honestly, yes. My therapist and I talked about this, is we both feel threatened by each other. And there's really no reason why your ex-wife should not feel threatened of me because y'all got back together and broke up so often. Like this is if the cycle had continued, this would be y'all getting back together. And even though she's getting married, even though she's engaged, she probably, I don't know, was hoping or like was kind of assuming that you still had feelings for her or something. I'm a girl. I'm also crazy. Maybe I can say that.
Explain that again.
I'm not trying to like call you out. I'm not trying to be rude at all. But I know that y'all ended up kind of breaking up and getting back together every couple of years pretty steadily. And you got divorced about 2 years ago. So she may be sitting there thinking, or like, I know she's engaged, but just because she can't have you doesn't mean she wants someone else to have you, is probably what's going on. And that might be super sexist of me, but I've been that person also, where it's like, I don't want to date you, but I don't want you to have feelings for anyone else, sort of thing.
Hmm.
Or just being petty. I mean, it's not like your divorce went amicably. So I mean, it's probably some like bitterness and jealousy. I know literally nothing about your wife, so I'm probably talking out of my ass the ways that I might feel about the situation on her end. But it makes a lot of sense that she would feel threatened by me because I feel threatened by her. And that she probably is trying to just assert a boundary because she doesn't know who the fuck I am.
Right.
And she doesn't want to know also. But
Yeah, she's kind of made that clear, I guess.
yes. No, she definitely has. But, I'm not her interest, which is completely normal and like correct. Her kid's her interest. But she has no idea who I am. She has no idea how I act around her kid, but she doesn't want to know. So, and I think it just kind of icks her out to know that I'd be staying in the same bed as you while your daughter's asleep in the next room. It sounds like just a principle thing. And also she wants to assert some power.
Yeah. And that's what it's feeling like to me.
Which I'm sure doesn't sit well with you.
No.
No, you don't exactly play that game.
Right.
Especially not with your ex.
It's tough to kind of figure out what to do here. Because, I mean, yeah, like when, I don't know, I've got a therapy session coming up next week. And I think, this probably needs to be a big
Yay.
part of it.
Yes, I think so too. Because I don't know what the fuck to do.
Right.
And this is what my therapist and I were saying too, is like any way that I interfere, it's not possible for me to win. So it's a big exercise in just accepting and not being an enmeshed piece of shit for me. So I'm
Yeah.
just trying to sit back and let stuff happen.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So that's where we're at there. I mean, I think I'm leaning more towards having you over more, because that's certainly what my daughter wants. She's making that obvious, she's kind of making that call. I feel like I put a lot of weight in her decisions, I guess.
Which as a parent is really important.
Yeah.
Okay, well, fun times.
Yep. That makes for a short episode.
Anyway.
That's about all.
Peace out.
Peace out.